If you want to learn chords and feel comfortable when using them, you are in a good place. I'll be doing a series where I will go through all major and minor chords and combine it with basic improvisation to make it more entertaining and easy to practice. Also, I will have few tips for you about how to practice chords and how to faster remember all their inversions. The ultimate goal that we will try to achieve is being able to play chords, for example C major like this, or C minor like this. If that looks scary and difficult for now, don't worry. We will take one small step at a time, and with all the tips I have for you, I'm sure you will make it. And why should you learn chords? Well, the simplest answer is that with knowledge about chords, playing like this is not that complicated. I played only few basic chords in different inversions. Also, sight reading will be much easier, because you'll be able to recognize some of the patterns there as chords. Okay, C major is a good place to start. There are two ways to build a chord, by scale or by intervals. Let's try a scale first. The circle of fifths is our best friend in this situation. I'm looking for a C major scale. Okay, it is here. As you can see, there are no sharps or flats here, so that means we only use white keys. So C major scale looks like this. I start with C, and I will go all the way up until the next C. To build a major chord from a major scale, we will use first step, which is a root, C, then third step, which is E, and fifth step, G. This gives us C major chord. The other way is to use intervals. Again, the first note is C, then we have a major third interval, which is 4 semitones from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, E, and then the perfect fifth interval, which is 7 semitones from C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as previously, we finished with notes C, E, G. I'm saying C, E, G many times on purpose because this is something you will need to memorize if you want to feel comfortable with chords. So we have the first chord. Before starting the training, let's choose something nice for the left hand. I will use simple progression, 1, 6, 4, 5. It means that with left hand I will play note at step 1 of the scale, C, then note at step 6, A, then step 4, F, and 5, G. I'm playing octaves, but you can also play single notes. Okay, let's start slow. Right hand stays in one position, and I will be just going from left to right and back. On every C note here, I will play with left hand. And after two such notes, I will go to the next step, which is sixth. Then 4. And 5. When you are playing it, don't look at the right hand, because it stays in the same position. Focus on the left hand to make sure you hit correct notes. Okay, let's modify right hand a little bit. Now I will hit C and G together once, and then repeat C and E 3 times. And with left hand. And now it's time to go for the first inversion. All we need to do is to look at the chord, take the first note off, and look for this note on the right side. So I took off C, and I'm looking for the next C here. It's here. So this will be my first inversion. To switch between this and this, remember that notes E and G do not change. You only need to find the next C note. Let's use C major in those two forms. I will play bass form first, and then first inversion. When moving your hand, just remember that you are playing the same two notes. After reaching this C, I will go back the same way. So again, those two notes are repeated. And now let's repeat the pattern with two notes in the right hand. The previous one went like this. And the same in first inversion. So E and C at the beginning, and then E and G. And now it's time to play whole chords. Start slow and try to play bass chord and first inversion. Okay, and now the final inversion. So again, when you are in the first inversion, take off the first note, E, and look for it here. So this is the second inversion. And as you can see, the next one is actually the root position. Like here. So we will now go through all those positions and back. Remember about taking off the first note on the left side and trying to find it on the right side. And now the harder version, with two notes. This exercise is great because it forces your eyes to look for those notes. And now whole chords. Okay, let's make left hand a little better. Instead of the octave itself, I will play also the perfect fifth. So with C, the perfect fifth is G. We know it from the chord itself, remember? So we have root, major third, and the perfect fifth. So G. So left hand will have this. Then we have A. And how to find the perfect fifth here? So it has 7 semitones, so we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for A, it will be E. And for F, it will be C. And for G, it will be D. Depending on the way you hold the octave, the perfect fifth is usually below the second finger. Okay, let's try with this pattern. Okay, just spend some time with those patterns, play a little with the speed and the rhythm, and you will see how many nice melodies you can make. Okay, let's stop here for now. In part B, we will take a look at C minor chord and how to practice it with some basic improvisation. I will put the video in the top right corner when it's ready. See you!